right, Monday morning, about 9 o'clock. Right down there, we got started at got dropped off at Dripping Rock parking. We're going northbound today to Rockfish Gap. It's about 14 miles, 15 miles. We'll give the exact mileage later. It's a pretty warm day. Today it seemed warmer to start with, but actually doesn't feel too bad up here at the current moment anyway. But we're off to Rockfish Gap, heading north. We just left our hiking partner for 600 Mile Sparrow. She's heading home today, so she set us up with some trail magic for the last couple of nights and put us up at the Holiday Inn Express. And so we're back out on our own now. My buddy, our friend Mitch, is coming tomorrow, and we'll have a hiking partner for about a week with him. He's going to stay, and so anyway, we'll check in later. All right, we've been hiking for about an hour. We're only about 1.5 miles in. We've had to make several little stops, but we're in a nice flat area right here. We had a little climb up out of the gap where we started. It started flat and then we started climbing up, and now we're probably in between climbs, so we're in a little bit of a easier path to walk in. So we just saw the first one of the AT signposts that they use. I didn't know they used them outside of the Shenandoah National Park, but I've seen them inside. But yeah, there was one back there, the first one we've seen. So I guess they start now, maybe, and pick up into the park. Here we're almost, today we'll be at the doorway to the park. So so we'll hike it back to my truck at Rockfish Gap. We dropped it there, and we will be in the 14 to 15 mile range again today to finish up this 2 days of 15s, in the neighborhood of 15, I guess. But that's what's happening right this minute. There's a little better chance of rain today, this afternoon, so I've got more rain stuff with me today than I had yesterday. Last 2 days were definitely a little cooler than it feels today. Might be a little bit of a warmer day in the afternoon. It's decent out here right now, but it just seemed hotter this morning, getting in the car in the parking lot hotel. So, let me get up to the top of this, and then we'll all right, we'll check in later. All right, we've been climbing, and this is the trail still. I'm going up here, pop out on this ledge. It's right above us here. We're still on the AT right here where we're walking. Then just right off trail. Oh, there's Wintergreen ski area. You can see the condominiums over on the right, and then the ski slopes. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yep, there's the ski slopes. We drove by, there we go, that's a good view of the ski slopes right there, and then there's some over on that other little hill to the left, and then the condominiums are there. And we'll tell you what mountain that is in a minute. We're just gonna take a little break right here. It's a lot more humid today than it has been the last couple of days. It's back to like it was the first few days of our hike up here. So, all right.
Okay, mountains. You wanna know?
All right, she's gonna look and see what mountain this is here that the ski slope's on. It's right there in front.
Potato Patch Mountain.
Ah, that's Potato Patch Mountain right there with the skis.
Way back in the distance is the Priest.
The tall mountain in the background, right behind the ski slopes, is the Priest.
Not the first one. It's back in the.
Oh, the far back.
The one closest to.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the ski resort.
Yep.
Then there's 3 ridges.
Yep.
And then back behind that is the Priest.
Wow,
we've come over all of that.
Yeah.
Except the Wintergreen. Because we went down.
Yeah, right in the middle, back in those clouds. It's hard to see on this camera, but that is the Priest. Then this one in the middle of my screen in the background now, that's 3 ridges, which we came over yesterday. So anyway.
And just we're using an app. We got an app called Peak Finder, and you can hold it up and it'll show you what peaks you're looking at, what mountains and out in front of you. So it's been nice to have.
We've been seeing this rock wall off to the side of the trail, but now we're gonna go, the trail goes right through the wall, so you can see it going that way. And if we turn around, you see it goes back there, and it ties into that big boulder back there. Then on the other side, the rock wall picks up. So kind of neat, but we're right up on top of this ridge line. I'm assuming at some point in time this was a open area and this was a fence, or was it a wall for you know, battle. Maybe Civil War days, I don't know, the Revolutionary War. I'm assuming it was an agricultural use. Look how, this is pretty tall. So I'm walking over to it. Yeah, it's about 4 feet tall right here. So it's amazing how they stacked it up in such a manner that it's very stable. Anyway, we're still walking right along beside this. We're probably about 4 miles in. We've got a 14.3 mile day today, so a little bit shorter than yesterday. We got started a little bit earlier, so have taken one break already, so had to make a phone call to my buddy, and the wind feels good today when you get up on these top of these ridge lines and you can feel it. Much cooler. I assume we're a little above 3,000 feet. You can see the wall still here on the right. Isn't that awesome? They have plenty of rocks to work with up here, so it wasn't hard to find the materials to build the wall. All right, guys, we'll check in a bit.
We're right near the shelter, Paul Wolf Shelter. It's right up there. But this is the trail coming over this creek. Nice water source. So we're gonna grab us some water and go up there and eat some lunch.
All right, we just stopped to get a little water, and we just finished up at this water source. It's a nice creek, and it's right below the Paul Wolf Shelter, which is sitting right up here. So here's a glimpse of it. Looks like a nice shelter with a porch. covered. Picnic table and covered area there in the front. So a little bit of flat ground here for camp, for tents. All right, just watching these butterflies. They love these flowers. Yep, the trail goes right through the shelter area once you cross the creek. So it's like a nice shelter. It's got a double deck in there. So, all right, guys, we'll keep on moving. All right, we're making our final little climb up, maybe a 10th or two to the truck at Rockfish Gap. It's about 5:20. We hiked about 8 hours, did the 14.3 miles. So that includes all our stops. So we did pretty good. It's a pretty easy day. We're not a lot of views today. No rattlesnakes today. No bears today. So we didn't have a lot of distractions. We were able to keep moving most of the day. We only met 3 other hikers on the trail. So we're climbing up this last little climb up to the parking lot where we left my truck this morning. So, I see a sign for the Interstate 64 up here. So anyway, that'll about do it for the day. So until I think tomorrow we're taking a 0, and our friend Mitch is coming in the afternoon. So we're gonna get some stuff done and get ready to hike with him over the next week or so. So that's it for today. I see the sign that says Rockfish Gap elevation. Can't read it. Rockfish Gap is the gap that's just outside of the Shenandoah National Park on the south end here. So it's the last place that you have trail access for parking without entering the park. All right, we're climbing up to the guardrail. Looks like we got to go over it. So this is the Blue Ridge Parkway. All right, there's my truck down there. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys guys later. That's a wrap for today.